And we are live once again. Welcome to Tommy Travels and the Mix. We are just getting things set and up and running. There may not be anybody in here just yet, but there will be shortly. We're going to be getting a raid from SF Rose, who's doing a members only stream right now, even as we speak. But they're going to be coming out very quickly here, very soon. Oh my goodness, who do we have here? The Clan Fans 2020. Oh my goodness, the first ones in the mix tonight. Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my goodness, right off the bat, there was hardly any scheduling for this, and we already have 9 people in the mix. That's awesome. Ace is in the mix. Good morning. Blessings to you as well. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. Just going to do some meetings and greetings until things wrap up with SF Rose. We have our mix. Hello there. Thank you so much for coming in. Our mix, you are in the mix. Happy New Year to you too. Oh my goodness gracious. And then we have Mods and Mona. Shout out to you as well. Thank you so much for coming in. Purple Tube, thank you so much for being here. And look at this. Expedition Greg. Expedition Greg just became the newest member of the mix. Thank you so much. After a brief hiatus, Expedition Greg is back, ladies and gentlemen, into the mix. Thank you so much, Expedition Greg. Thanks for being a brand new member in the mix. Anybody who wants to be a member gets their own Respectignition video. And so that's what we're going to do for Expedition Greg right now. And so let's do that here. Let's mix out of this real quick. Let's go over here. Expedition Greg, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas, Expedition Greg. And I hope you have a very Happy New Year. We're going to be doing some New Year's predictions. That's right. You are back. And so Expedition Greg right here. A ready-made Respectignition video just for Expedition Greg. Thank you so much, Expedition Greg. Oh my goodness. Good to see you here. Thanks for being here in the mix with us today. I definitely appreciate it. SF Rose is doing a members only stream right now, and they're all going to be raiding right over here. That's right. You had to correct that mistake immediately. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And if you're not connected with Expedition Greg, correct that mistake immediately. Purple Tube, thank you so much for being here. Glad to have you here in the mix. Ace, thank you for sharing the lights. We're brilliant. I love the Ditto House. Yeah, the Ditto House. For anyone that didn't see my latest adventure, I went and looked at a whole bunch of Clark Griswold-styled Christmas vacation neighborhood light displays. A lot of them were to the beat of the music and all the fancy schmancy LED stuff. There was one neighborhood where there was like 3 houses in a row, all with a whole big light display. And then there was one house that didn't want to put up lights, so they put Ditto shining in both directions. On the other side of the house, there was like 2 more houses on the other side that were all lit up. It was awesome. So yes, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Ace saying hello to Expedition Greg and Merry Christmas. Our mix, yo, thanks for the shout out. Yes, absolutely, our mix. Thank you so much for being here in the old mix. Yes, Ditto. Ditto was hilarious. I'm like, they didn't want to put up lights, so they just go ditto. You guys get the idea, right? You've seen all the houses with the lights. That's kind of, we got the same spirit. We just don't feel like doing all the work. That was great. J-Dog1, you are indeed in the mix. Thank you so much for being here. It is the long weekend for a Christmas weekend. That's awesome when Christmas Eve is on Thursday and Christmas on Friday, and then you have the next 2 days off anyway. That's nice. It's a nice little vacation. And then we get the same thing next week with New Year's. That'll be great too. New Year's Eve on Thursday. This is going to be a strange New Year's Eve, though. All the big things that go on, all the big parties, it's not going to be so much of that with all the bars closed. And this is going to be a weird year for people that really love the old New Year's Eve parties. I think the New York drop is going to be virtual this year, which that's the only way I would agree to do that anyway. Every year I watch the New Year's Eve ball drop thing. It's tradition. And I just look in Times Square and I see thousands and thousands of people jam-packed in there. Just not a square inch of room between anybody. And they have to stand there all day long for that. I'm like, what if you're standing right in the middle of all that and you have to go to the bathroom? What do you do? Oh my goodness. I don't know how people do that. Vermont Paint, you are in the mix. Thank you so much for coming in. Glad to have you here. Vermont Paint. What did you say here? Am I in the cake mix or the pancakes? You are in the mix. This is a mix of everything. Cake, pancakes, frosted flakes, whatever you want to be, whatever mix you want to be in, it's right here in the mix. Oh my goodness. And we have Jerry's Passion coming in. Thank you so much for being here. You also are in the mix. Vermont Paint depends. I would think so. I would think a lot of people in the audience there that are standing there in Times Square all day long, because I don't see any like places like porta potties set up anywhere where people can go to the bathroom. And I think you have to pay to get into that area. And then once you do, you're stuck there, I think. So I bet there are some people wearing some Depends there. Absolutely crazy. I would never do that. Not to watch a ball drop for 1 minute. It's all for 1 minute of your life. I guess it's for the experience for some people, but that is not something I would need to do. Hey, look at this. Killer Whale Channels. You, sir, are in the mix. Thank you so much for coming in. Glad to have you here. Killer Whale Channels. If you are not connected with Killer Whale, correct that mistake immediately. That's right. Thank you, Expedition Greg, for being the newest member of the mix. Purple Tube, happy holidays to you as well. We've got some meetings and some greetings going on. Ace saying hello to Killer Whale Channels. Very nice indeed. Oh, let's see who else is all coming in here. Sinton Mo, hello there. You are in the mix. We are going to be doing some New Year's Eve. Well, not New Year's Eve, but 2021 New Year's predictions. We've been talking about New Year's Eve. That's why that's on my brain. So start thinking, if you're in the mix here, start thinking about what's going to happen in 2021. What wild things, like who's going to win the World Series? Are we all going to be replaced by robots? Will aliens finally land? Will we get hit by the big asteroids that are in our solar system flying around? Is this going to be the last year of human existence? Who knows? Maybe you guys do. If you have some predictions, I'm going to be inviting some people up here. If you've got an idea, you can either write it in the chat or you can come up. I'm going to be putting my link in the stream and invite people up one by one just to tell me what their prediction is, or you can leave it in the stream or in the comments. That's absolutely fine. Either way, that's what we're doing here tonight. I just thought it'd be a good topic right now that Christmas is a couple days over. We got New Year's Eve and New Year's Day coming up. This is a time where a lot of people like to start making resolutions, but screw that. This is 2020. We all have put up with enough crap this year. We don't need to think about what we need to do better for next year yet. But let's think about, it's always fun to predict the future and see what's all going to happen. The NDT show coming in. You are in the mix. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here. Ace, we are going to spend it at the beach. Well, I'm jealous. I'm going to be spending the first few months of the year freezing my butt off here in Minnesota. Just like pretty much every year. Because that's the way it goes. It's always cold here. Although I thought we were going to have a brown Christmas. Because we didn't have any snow on the ground. Christmas Eve, no snow on the ground. And it got up to 45 that day. But then all of a sudden the storm started coming in. The temperature started plummeting. We got 3-4 inches of snow. And maybe 4 inches, 5 inches of snow. But really the ice was the biggest problem. The roads were slick as heck. And then, we had a white Christmas. It was a miracle. And now it's going to be cold for the next few weeks, as per usual in Minnesota. Beyond Beauty 3 came in. Beyond Beauty 3. I can't stay tonight, but stopped in to drop a like. Much love at You're Awesome, Tommy Travels. No, you're awesome. Beyond Beauty 3. Please, you guys, if you don't have Beyond Beauty 3, go over and check her out. She does awesome live streams. Every Sunday night, she does one about haunted places, haunted hotels and houses. Her and Melnetti living free zip codeless. Melnetti does a whole bunch of research and puts together pictures and facts and things like that, and they go through and talk about these different places. And they're all really interesting stories. And not only that, she does lives other days during the week where she interviews people. She did true crimes night. She's changing things up a little bit, but she's always got something interesting going on. Trivia is always fun because it's like the kind of trivia where you don't have to necessarily be a rocket scientist to ever get an answer right, which is the kind of trivia that I like. Oh my goodness. So thank you so much, Beyond Beauty 3, for stopping in. You're so sweet. Have a great night, everyone. Beyond Beauty 3, thank you so much for stopping in. If you don't have Beyond Beauty 3, correct that mistake immediately. Oh, goodness gracious. I think SF Rose, This Is Us must be done. The TR Show. The TR Show is in the mix with a super chat donation. The TR Show. Holy cow. Coming in hot. Super chat activated. Go Gadget Super Chat. The TR Show. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you so much for coming in. So awesome to have you here. I hope you had a very, very Merry Christmas. And I wish you all the best for the new year. You get to have yourself, though, some due recognition. Let me get to that. Right there. Okay. I'm going to mix out of this here for a second. Right there. Okay. And let's go right here to the TR Show, my friends. It's the TR Show. Thank you so much for coming in. And thank you so much for the Super Chat donation. Let's see who I missed here. Tony Damien, thank you so much for coming in on the SF Rose Raid. You are in the mix. Thank you so much for being here. So glad to have you. Whiteford Blog, you are in the mix on the old SF Rose Raid. And then we've got Phyllis Brown, Indestructible. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my goodness. And DC the Purple Diva, you are in the mix. Thank you guys all so much for coming in here tonight. Got some meetings and greetings and everything going on. The NDT show. Welcome, Raiders. Come on in, smash the thumbs, and enjoy the mix. Indeed, enjoy the mix. Tony, Damien, Tommy Travels, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Same to you as well. It was a nice long 4-day weekend, and it was great. And we're going to have another long 4-day weekend coming up this weekend as well, so that should be awesome. My goodness, thank you all so much for coming in. Forever Best Friend, hello there. Thank you so much for being here in the mix tonight. It's Charlie Grace, thank you. You are in the mix, Charlie Grace. We got a whole bunch of people to say hello to. Lots of meetings and greetings. Be Amazing Sylvia. You are in the mix on the SF Rose Raid. Thank you so much for coming in. I so appreciate you. Tony Damien. I'm good. Hope you had a great holiday, Ace. Yes, indeed. Let's see. A lot of people saying hello to each other. And look at who we have here. Melody Marlendorf, ladies and gentlemen. Melody Marlendorf. She is awesome. What an awesome supporter. All of her membership money goes straight to help needy people in the Filipino community, and she is awesome. Thank you so much, Melody Marlendorf. Saying much love to everybody. Angela M. Thank you so much for being here, Angela M. I know it's very, very late/early in the morning for you, so thank you so much for stopping in here tonight. I appreciate you. Melody Marlendorf 2021 coming. What? Woot. It is coming. And that's what we're going to be talking about today is predictions. We want to find out what's going to happen in 2021. Oh my goodness. It's SF Rose. The Raider. SF Rose coming in with a $10 Super Chat donation. SF Rose, thank you so much for the raid. I so appreciate you. Thank you. Victoria T is in the mix. Madonna Friedman's in the mix. R.S. Chavez is in the mix. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you. 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 Thank you, everybody. Many thanks. All right, so SF Rose gets to get her due recognition coming right up here on a silver platter. SF Rose, thank you so much for the awesome Super Chat donation. SF Rose, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for all you do. SF Rose puts together some amazing shows. Just got done with an awesome members-only live stream. An amazing concert every week. Make sure that you're there Wednesday night as well. I don't think we have the time nailed down, but it's going to be a trivia night, and I'm going to be there co-hosting. That should be really fun. SF Rose Raid, thank you all so much for being here. SF Rose, thank you for coming over and showing Tommy Travels some love. Yes, thank you, each and every one of you. And Mr. Fulton Mraz, I just shared you out. Thank you so much. We got another raid from Mr. Fulton Mraz. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Cooking Ina Mo is here. Wowzers. We got everybody. We got everybody coming in. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Ace, SF Rose, hope you're feeling better. Much love to you and TR. And a blessed new year. Yes, indeed. Wow, I'm feeling the love here tonight. That is awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Mr. Fulton Mraz came back as a member. Thank you so much. That's 2. Expedition Greg just came back. And now Mr. Fulton Mraz, the newest member of the mix. Now once again, thank you so much, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Thank you so much. That deserves some due recognition for you as well, my friend. Mr. Fulton Mraz. Let's find you here. I already have a recognition video for you. I just have to find it real quick. All right, Mr. Fulton Mraz, there you are right there. Let's knock this out for a second here. Some good blues music. Here's Mr. Fulton Mraz right here. There he is, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Thank you so much, my friend. Awesome to have you in the mix here tonight. You'll just see me roll my eyes. So my darling. Okay, so now what are we doing here? I want to get caught up. See who else. Amazing Maisie made it over. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you so much for coming in, Amazing Maisie. We got Cooking Ina Mo. Thank you guys so much for being here. The NDT show. Hey to all that said hey and all I missed. Hope you had a great Christmas and Happy New Year. Absolutely. Lots of people. And the Crockett Way. Thank you so much for being here. The Crockett Way. Good to have you here. And Phyllis Brown, Indestructible. Have a blessed New Year, everyone. Love, health, and blessings to all in the stream. Thank you all so much for coming in. Wow. Mr. Fulton Mraz, I just need 2 more of my goal to hit 2K today. You guys, there must be 2 people in here that are not connected with Mr. Fulton Mraz. We are no longer a networking stream. We don't drop links and all of that good stuff and everything like that. But if there are 2 people that are not connected to Mr. Fulton Mraz, ladies and gentlemen, let's get him over to the 2K mark tonight, huh? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be a nice thing? Help a brother out for Christmas. There's got to be 2 people that don't have Mr. Fulton Mraz. Please go and say hello. If you're not connected with Mr. Fulton Mraz, as I like to say, correct that mistake immediately. That's right. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Gotta love him. And so let's see here. There we go. Very good. All right, so here's what I was thinking about doing for a topic tonight. Is we've got a couple days past Christmas now. A couple days past Christmas. And it's a good time to start thinking about the new year. 2020 hasn't been great. So this is traditionally when folks like to make predictions about whatever cool stuff is going to happen in the new year. What's going to happen? Are we all going to be replaced by robots this year in 2021? Some people think that all jobs will be replaced by robots eventually. I don't think we're going to be that close to that happening quite yet. I still see some of those robot technology shows that talk about current tech and, you know, all the newest, latest robots, and still, I think we have a long way to go on that front. Tony, Damien, blessings to everyone. I have to run. If I don't see you before the New Year's, have a best New Year. Absolutely. You too. You have yourself a happy New Year. Very good to have everyone here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just trying this out. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Some people have the ability to come up on screen and talk about things. Some people don't. So I'm giving people the opportunity to come up on screen with me, which is rare. It's rare that I do this, but I'm doing it tonight. I just dropped a link to come up here on the panel. I'm thinking about if you have a prediction for something that's going to happen over the next year in 2021. It could be who's going to win the World Series. It could be what's going to happen with YouTube. What's going to happen with the weather. What's going to happen with anything. It can be anything you want. Maybe this is the year that aliens are going to finally land and make a connection with us here on Earth. Maybe this is the year that the big asteroid finally hits Earth. After 2020, just when we say it can't get any worse. Suddenly, January 5th. Attention! NBC Nightly News. An asteroid has been spotted heading for Earth. We have 3 days. Maybe it'll be that. Maybe it'll be more on the positive side. Maybe it'll be more on the positive side. Where everybody is finally done with this pandemic. We get through it. Everyone gets the old vaccine, and it's all good, and we can go back to being just normal crappy life that we had before COVID. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm inviting anybody who wants to feel free to go ahead and click on that link. Come on up. Let me know what your prediction is. I'll give anybody a few minutes. I don't want to have a whole Brady Bunch panel going on. But just if you've got an idea, or if you're shy and you don't want to come up on screen, that's okay too. Just write your prediction here, right there in the chat. And we'll go through and see what kind of fun stuff. And maybe I'll write them down, and then next year we'll go through these predictions and see which ones came true. So it can be joke predictions, or it could be something that you really think is going to happen. "3 days to evacuate Earth." That's right. Yeah. Because everyone's like, it can't be any worse than 2020 was. Oh, you're not thinking big enough then. 2021 could be much, much, much worse. That's always how it happens, too. It's like, sometimes you watch one of those shows and they're like, and we keep track of, we can see 10,000 satellites or asteroids that are out there, and their rotations and their gravitational pulls, and we can find all of that stuff, and we know exactly where all of these are going to be. And then all of a sudden, 2 nights later, after you watch that report where they've got a pretty good idea of what's all happening around our solar system here, we're not in any immediate danger. And then 2 nights later, an asteroid came and exploded over Russia and broke windows and houses and disturbances for 3 miles. I'll be like, we didn't see that one. Hey, look at this. We have somebody down in the basement to give us a prediction. Let's see. We have Forever Best Friend. Forever Best Friend. Let's see what your prediction is. Come on up, my friend. Hello there.
Hey, how are you? Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this out there so I can hear you. That's too much.
That's fine. So this is fun. So we were just talking about what's going to happen next year. We're so excited for 2021, but like the crazy prediction of what's going to happen. And we think that the new green, like green dollars, is going to be the new green energy stuff. So we think like Elon Musk is going to throw a temper tantrum, but really just outdo Jeff Bezos. So we're like guessing on the whole green thing right now. So anybody who's looking into green stuff, I have a feeling that's where the money is going to be next year.
So like green technologies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All that stuff. I'm watching. There's a guy that I watch who actually watches where he calls it the whales, and where Congress are buying their stocks and where they're investing right now. And that's ironically where they're putting all their money.
In green technology.
In green
like
technology.
Electric cars, Tesla.
All that stuff.
Amazon is trying to compete with him as far as all of that stuff. With cars and I think every other car company who used to make fun of Elon Musk when he was first starting out, saying, "Oh, you're just a little nobody." Now they're starting to really realize that if we don't do something right now, we're never going to catch this guy.
Yeah, so absolutely. I also think Amazon's going to dip their toes more into healthcare. I think that healthcare is where the money is, no matter what. I mean, in any recession, no matter what happens, healthcare is always rolling in the green too.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And there's a lot going on with healthcare right now, especially with the vaccines and all those companies. There's probably quite a bit to be made in that area too. Yep. So we have Invest in Green and Amazon Healthcare. Yeah. I'm going to write these down here as we get them.
Trust the redhead. She knows things.
Trust the redhead. I like that. I'm going to bring that up a year from now. Trust the redhead. That's good. All right. Anything else?
Nope. Other than, our big goal, I don't want to say a prediction, but our big goal is, we are making a $25,000 goal to give back, to the community for, different animal dog shelters and rescues that we travel to throughout 2021. So, we had a goal this year. Things are changed because of COVID, but now we're just going to blast it out there, and we're going to do a $25,000 giveaway to, animal shelters.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That is amazing. We're going to give you the old congratulations. That is awesome. So, tell us a little bit about yourself and your channel and what you do, and so people can know a little bit more about you.
My name is Charlie Grace. I will say I'm one crazy redhead. I have a redhead dog too. Her name is Rosie Bell, and she is the South's most famous rescue dog. And so we travel all over the country, March to November, primarily in the Southeast region. And we go to different animal shelters and events. And we just talk to people about, how essentially having a pet can impact their positive mental health, and how we do the whole Who Rescued Who. If you go to an animal rescue and you're able to rescue another animal, it not only impacts your life, but of course it impacts theirs as well.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for. I just got to ask, why is it the most famous rescue dog in the South?
She's just pretty darn cool. What can I say? She's a lab mix, but she has dwarfism. So she's got this like big body, with little teeny tiny legs. So she's not really like intimidating. But dudes think she's pretty cool. So she can hang with the dudes, and she can be foofy like the girls. So she can rock it.
And she's going all around the country with you guys.
All around the country. She does all sorts of cool stuff. So if you ever see us in an RV in the back, it says Forever Best Friend, just honk us down. You'll wave and pull over to the Pilot gas station. We'll give you a t-shirt.
That's awesome. Well, that sounds good. Thank you so much for visiting with us today.
Thank you so much for having me up. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Forever Best Friend, ladies and gentlemen. That was very good. Very good. We're off to a smashing start. If anybody else wants to join in and give us a prediction, I am writing them down. And then we may do another one next year where we see if we were right. Come back through and see, did Amazon get into healthcare? Is green technology where it's at? My prediction about Tesla is next year with Tesla, what you're going to see on the road for Teslas are the 2021 model Teslas. That's right. I think that one, I think you are going to see those 2021 model year Teslas. You're going to start seeing them on the road this coming year. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll be right. I think I've missed some people in the old show here who's come in. Let's see here. Timmy Ray the King. Timmy Ray the King. Thank you so much for being here. You are in the mix. The Aloha Conch. Thank you so much for coming in. The Aloha Conch says, Apple will go bankrupt. Okay. Aloha Conch. Apple will go bankrupt. I'm writing it down. I don't know about that one. There's a lot of stuff that would have to happen. There's talk about an Apple car coming out too. Not necessarily in 2021, but there's I know that they're working on having also competing with Tesla and Amazon for the electric car market as well. But I don't know if they're going to come up with their own or just partner with somebody. I could see them partnering with Tesla or Volkswagen or something like that. And people will talk on their iPhone and their iCar while wearing their iWatch and using their iPad. It's a weird world we're living in. Ace saying the TR show, blessings, catching up. That's what I missed, 12 hours apart. That's right. Timmy Ray the King, how is Tommy and everyone doing today? We are doing well. We are making some predictions for the year 2021. Oh my gosh. And we have somebody in the basement right now. Hanging out in the basement. We have SF Rose and TR. Oh my goodness, SF Rose and TR. This should be good. I wonder what predictions they're going to have for us. Let's pop out of the music here and pull you guys up. Hello there. Hello. You are in the mix. Literally. Hello there.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the raid and all of that tonight and a great concert, SF Rose.
Thank you for coming. And of
Yes,
course, my
absolutely.
pleasure for the raid. And I made sure that everybody at least came over and at least said hello.
Yes, and everyone got a whole rush of people in here. It's been great.
I was like, please come over and at least just type hello.
So, do you have any predictions for the upcoming 2021?
I didn't really have any predictions other than no prediction. I actually told TR go up, and I decided I just want to come say hi.
Well, that is awesome. Did you guys have a good Christmas and all of that?
It was all right.
Do you have any New Year's plans?
I think just to relax.
Yeah,
Yeah, just to
hang out.
relax. Yeah. What about you?
I didn't get to do an adventure this weekend, so Thursday on New Year's Eve, I'm going to have to go find an adventure to do somewhere, somehow. And then I'll just probably be editing on Friday. And kind of the same kind of weekend I had, because I did this last week's adventure. I did that on Thursday. On Christmas Eve, I went and looked at some Christmas lights and did all the editing on Christmas, and then just kind of chilled out this weekend.
Yeah, you know what? You can make any day, a celebration if you want to.
That's right.
No one needs to, be out there doing all kinds of crazy stuff. It's easier.
It is
not
going to be
to.
strange this year for New Year's Eve because usually the bars are packed and there's all sorts of house parties and there's all sorts of stuff, and there's really going to be none of that going on. Even New York, the ball drop is going to be virtual this year. It's very strange.
Yeah, who knows when any of this is going to end? But I'm curious now to hear TR's prediction. So,
do you have a prediction, TR? Do you see an asteroid coming down to Earth this year?
Yeah, he said, do you have a prediction, TR?
Hold on a minute. Let me just check to see if I'm hearing correctly.
Can you hear me?
Okay, all right, here we go. And thank you for having me. As it is for predictions for the year 2021, I predict that next year will be 2021.
Oh, you're onto something. You are onto something right there. Next year will be 2021.
Yeah.
I'm writing it down. We'll see. We'll see if it comes true.
Oh yeah. I don't agree that that Apple will bankrupt. In fact, I think Apple will evolve next year.
You think it's going to take a step forward?
Yes, they're definitely going to take a step forward because they have strong competition and they are trying to stay ahead of the game. And of course, I think they're trying to have us not only eat apple or use an apple as a device to correspond with our fellow friends and families, but I think that they might want to branch out into a new thing. Just like you said, they might be partnering with somebody, maybe, who knows. But I look forward to, as a matter of fact, since we are actually, the world is evolving into a digital world and everything is different from it used to be. And as you said, Amazon has been one of the top sellers over the years, and they have been one of the most popular organizations. And I think there will be competition next year. They will be fighting for us, but because the least chance one of these top companies get to spread their wings and take over the entire place, that's going to happen. And everybody is trying to squeeze in to take a piece of the pie. So I can see other people, trying to cut a piece of the pie and have a slice of the cake. So we look forward to a lot of change next year. And some things is not going to be so awesome for the poorer people. Poor people will suffer more and the richer ones will be laughing, because they will get richer for real. Because they have all the mechanism in place to get richer. While we, well, not I, because I'm also rich, So those that are those those that are in the poor category and in the poor class, they will depend on us, for different things. So I'm looking forward to help a lot of people next year. So I'm gonna predict that the TR show will be helping a lot of people next year, not necessarily to grow their channels, but to grow their personal lives, into something more adorable or something that they wish for. I'm looking to maybe at the end of 2021 donate a car to somebody, donate something that they will need to make their life easier, something like that.
That's two channels now that have come up with big donations that they want to give for 2021. We have the thousands of dollars from Charlie Grace, 20,000, or was it 25,000? And then for you guys, a new car. This is like a game show.
I
And
predict
now
I'm,
TR, you can win a brand new car.
I predict I'm gonna get 5 more members on YouTube.
5 more members. I think I think that's achievable.
I don't know. Probably not. But I'm
I-
happy with my 32.
I'll get 5 more too, but I'll lose 6.
Yeah, well, that
Well-
was the part I didn't say. I just said I'd get 5 more, but yeah, I might lose 6 also. Ah.
So, as far as your channel, SF Rose, what are you thinking about for the coming year?
Pretty much still the same. I'm still gonna probably be a little slow in the beginning of January.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for 1 or 2 big shows that
Oh,
should compensate for not having one every week. As far as concert, I'm hoping. I've got, a couple of things in the works. Nothing's concrete yet, so obviously it's not published yet, but the one thing I am hoping for is Chase is going to be in New York after New Year's.
oh,
So I'm hoping to have him come here.
oh, nice. Have a live show right
Live
from the old
live.
living room.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that's one. So that may be the 2nd or 3rd week of January, and I'm still working on one other performance that I'm hoping comes through.
Elton John.
So I'm gonna hope for the 2 bigger ones instead of 4.
Is Elton John going to be one of them?
Well, I'm working on it. That might be February.
February?
Yeah, I
Okay.
need a little more time for that one.
I predict SF Rose will have Elton John this year.
I might get Bon Jovi since he lives around the corner.
Oh, see, well, you're neighbors with Bon Jovi. Just
Or
come
Bruce
over.
Springsteen. He also lives around the corner.
Well, just get some chips and dip out and invite them over.
I'm thinking about it. I didn't want to look too flashy to the people because you know how sometimes people
right.
can be. So I'm trying to just maintain, at a low level, just hanging low.
You know what's sad about that is if you did book one of those guests and they came on and sang for you, you'd get a copyright strike.
Do you know, it's so funny though. It seems like every stream now I get something, whether it's copyright claim, not a strike, a claim, or something about the ads that it's not suitable.
Yes,
And-
I get that pretty much every stream too.
Yes, every stream I have to say, yes, I think my ads are suitable for them to come back, like 24 hours later and say, oh, yes, we manually looked at it and we agree with you. And then even the other day I got in the stream where, not the stream, my season's greeting wishes, the 1-minute video,
Yeah.
because I had jingle bells, but I had an instrumental. So I didn't think that anybody would really bother it. So I got a copyright claim. So I actually fought it. And usually it takes like 30 days to hear back. But I actually fought it and said, I'm not trying to promote this song in any way other than I just had it in my season's greetings, wishing everyone a happy holiday. I said, I wasn't looking to make any money off the song. I was literally just having it as a season's greeting. So I completely disagree with this. And they actually came back a day later and said they agree with me, and they gave it back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, every single one I've actually fought. I only got denied once with Rohan Clark. One of his video, one of my promotions for him. So all his live streams get a copyright claim and they get reversed. One of the promotion videos for the live stream got a claim, and they said, no, we don't agree with you, so you can't be monetized on this 4-minute video. And then like a month later, they came back and reversed it. I didn't fight it again, but they came back and said, okay, you can have it.
First of all, I want to see this. Madonna Friedman, super chat activated. Go ahead, it's super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat donation, Madonna Friedman, and you are welcome. I have so much fun doing the adventures, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. Thank you so much for that super chat donation.
Yeah, you really do have the best adventures, by the way. I look forward to Saturdays.
Thank you so much.
I
It's
really do
been
look forward to
really fun
Saturdays.
going out.
Some of your Christmas ones were awesome.
Yes, this last one was the best. I went to neighborhood light displays this year for the last one of the year, and they were amazing. And so every time I went out to one, I was like, I don't think I'm going to get better than this. And then the next one, I'm like, I think that one was a little better. And so it kind of went in good order.
I love to see what some of the neighborhood houses do, but yeah, you have really good adventures.
Thank you so much.
As much as I have good concerts, you have good adventures.
Thank you.
You do.
And, you know, talking about the Christmas thing, last year on Christmas, I went to this, there's this place that has like an old town set up. It's on a state fairgrounds for one of the towns around here. And they've got a city from the 1800s. So they've got the old general store and the bank and the church and all that. And so they have that open usually, except for this year, all year round, where you can go walk through and see the blacksmith shop and how they did things back then. And so I was in the old church, and I went there on Christmas. They had horse sleigh rides. The town was all lit up, so you could go around in the horse sleigh and see the whole town. I went into the church, and this lady was playing Frosty the Snowman on the piano. And so I showed a little bit of that. And then I released the video, and all of a sudden, wouldn't you know it, I couldn't monetize the video because of that.
Because of the frosted. It's like, and you know what's funny is I think that they think they could get away with it because most people won't challenge it. Because most people don't want to sit and take the time to continue to challenge it. So they're sadly mistaken with me, because every single time they're going to give me any kind of claim, I'm going to fight every single one of them. And it's really no different with a phone bill. If I see something on there that I think's wrong, I will sit on the phone with Verizon for 3 hours if it takes me 3 hours to get them to reverse it. If I feel like something with the cable company charged me something, I will sit there for 3 hours. So with some people will look at that and say they can't be bothered. Now, it's not that I could be bothered, but it's the point. So I will sit and I will fight every single claim that they give me. So if you're listening, YouTube, yes, I will fight every claim.
You gotta fight it.
I will, because I think that they try to take away whatever they can from anybody. And the people who get frustrated will look at it and say, you know what, forget it. And then they win. And then they keep it all. So I'm not going to not at least give it a shot. And every single one, like I said, at the end of the day, every single one has come back to me. That, I mean, so I might have made 47 cents because I don't get it. But
I spent $300 worth of time doing it. But,
yeah, but it's the point.
Yeah, that's right.
But they always find something, you know, it's like they don't make this easy, and they just keep making it harder and harder for everybody, you know, who has a channel and works hard. They seem to want to make it harder, you know, just like they open up memberships, the way they just gave memberships to everybody. So you feel like it was, you know, swap for, you know, membership for membership, you know, and it seems like they're just making it harder and harder when, you know, you're dropping links and then you couldn't have the go-to channel, just everything that they did. I said, you were somebody who was so active at night as a grow stream.
Mm-hmm.
How TR was the 2 o'clock grow stream. You were like the 11 o'clock at night grow stream. And I said to TR, it's bad when Tommy Travels checks out. Because it's frustrating. And, when you give so much time and so much effort and then they make it harder and harder, and then it's like, that's what you did every night. And now it's like to think of what can I do now? Because you used to help people grow. And then now you're not doing that because they've put every roadblock possible.
Well, I stuck with it for as long as I could, and I had a lot of fun doing that, and I know TR did too. It's a great feeling when somebody needs 20 people to get to 1,000 or whatever it is, or whatever their goal is, and you can rally everyone together, and everyone calls their friends and brings people in and gets it going. That's an awesome feeling. And just YouTube has changed everything up now, where you get the person, the 20 people, and then the next day you find out that 18 of them are gone. It's really, really difficult to grow that way, and can't drop links anymore. They automatically yellow coin all of your live streams and things like that, and so it makes it really tough. And so I kind of went through an identity crisis there. I was like, well, if I don't do this, what do I do? And so I had to take a break and step back and just kind of refigure things out. And TR kind of did the same thing, only a little bit before me too.
Well, that's where you and TR are so much alike, because TR, would be live and then someone would come in the stream, and even if he was about to end the stream, he would be like, no, let's just get this person. Just like when someone would come into your stream, you would want to maximize. So even if you had in mind, like, oh, I want to end by 12:30 tonight, but someone came in your stream and you saw they were near a goal, 12:30 didn't mean anything to you because you just worked. You're like, we're going to get you there. And TR was the same way. So TR was that afternoon person, and you were that evening person. And I literally just the other day said, I noticed, like, Tommy hasn't gone live in a week. And that night, that was the same time, the day you messaged to say, hey, I'm firing up one now. And I'm like, what a coincidence. Because like I said, when, Tommy Travels isn't even as excited, I'm like, you just know they've just sucked the wind out of everybody's sail, and you had some channels that were just so successful and motivated. And when the life gets kind of sucked out of you because they keep doing things that just, it sort of defeats you in what you do. So
it took a lot of the fun out of it because I had no idea
and everybody
what to do
knew
now.
you for what you did, and everyone knew TR for what he did. And then they just kind of like pulled the rug out.
Yeah, they did. And so I'm experimenting with different things. It was fun with the snowman races, but now Christmas is over, and so now I'm trying on different things like this, bringing people up, and I'm just gonna kind of keep playing until I find a new identity, and then I'll start doing more and more streams and get a little bit more back into it. But it threw me through a loop there for a little bit, and but it's one of those things in YouTube where you just, to survive, the biggest thing is to just keep learning and adapting and moving forward.
Well,
And that's all you can do.
I personally feel that someone like you and someone like TR doesn't really matter really what you talk about or what you choose to talk about in a live stream. When people see Tommy Travels is live, they're just going to click to come in because they enjoy Tommy Travels. And I tell TR that all the time. Yes, he was known as a grow stream, but people grew to love just TR. So
Yes.
it was an added bonus to come in and grow, but they also grew to love TR and just the personality itself. It's a place where you could feel like you could laugh, get some motivation and stuff like that. And it's the same for yours. It more feels like home. So it's not so much like, oh, wow, Tommy's live. Let me see if I can get 10 subscribers. That was never what it was for me. And I know there's a lot of people out there who feel the same. And same thing with TR. There's a lot of people who just come to TR because they just support him no matter what road he chooses to go down. And it's the same with you. So you're still going to get the support because they just see Tommy Travels live and they're like, okay, let me go in.
Yeah.
Same thing with TR. You're going to get, you know, more than a handful of people who are always going to come in just to see you. That's why I just said, click on the StreamYard link. Now, you know, I hate being on camera, but I'm like, oh, go on.
What the heck?
Why not?
So, TR, I'm going to ask you the same question as well, since I just asked SF Rose the same thing. I know you've got your Glasses Kingdom channel, and you've got your TR channel. And so what are your plans for 2021 for what you have going on?
Well, I'm planning to fire up back and find. Well, I was kind of. What should I say? Motivated with the fact that the Miss Yo-Yo show asked me tonight to come back with the motivational things that I used to do. So I'm not going to change that aspect of the channel. So for 2021, I'll be firing up back with some motivational speeches and stuff like that. I'll be doing a lot more music, and of course I plan to go live again. Maybe not as often as I used to, because I used to do every day per week, and I mean every day for the week, and then I used to also sometimes do 2 to 3 per week live streams. So now I'm going to go back to doing a lot more live streams, like maybe 5 per week, and then I want to incorporate something that I used to do that I found quite a few people liked it, which was the what's the game thing that I used to do again? Kahoot. I think I might want to do 1 or 2 nights per week of that, and just have some fun. So that's what I'm looking forward to do for 2021.
I did a couple of those, and that was fun. The trivia game thing. That was really cool.
I was going to say,
So
speaking
you
of
have to
trivia,
program it
I'll
all
get
up.
with you about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You have to program in all those questions, though, don't you?
No, I'm going to screenshot them for you.
Oh, no, that.
Oh, are you
Oh, Kahoot?
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to program those in, so I'm going to definitely. I have the ones that I definitely want to do, so it's not so much of a problem.
That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to that because those were really super fun. And it's one of those things. I still have to. By the way, if you do that with TR, what he's talking about is a few months back during the summer, I think it was, he started a trivia game where you download an app on your phone, and then you can see the trivia questions come up, and then you have so much time to. It's kind of like a bar trivia thing where you have so much time to pick A, B, C, or D, and then you get more points the quicker you get the right answer. And then whoever has the most points at the end wins. And it really, really is fun when there's a lot of people in there and competing. And so make sure that you watch out for that from TR in 2021 because it really is cool.
I think all the different trivia games really bring just a different vibe, like it's fun, you laugh, even like the races with like the what do you have? You had the elves racing?
Yeah, I've done elves and snowman, Santa.
And it's just like I said, it like lets you forget about I'll say like the real world for a minute,
Yeah.
And it just brings it just some fun. A little bit of comic and just a fun time, for an hour.
Yeah.
It's a nice change up. So I like the actual trivia and a lot of those other things. That's why I want to try to do that once a month as opposed to having, a concert every single week. Because I think the trivia is it's funny.
It is. It's a fun time, and those races are really fun. They're fun to call the races, and then everyone gets out into it and everything. They're like, hey, I'm the elf with the big nose.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. It's fun. So I'll do more of that stuff too. And then more stuff like this too, I think, where I'll get people on screen. I've been kind of shied away from that in the past. I had one person on when I first started doing the mix, and they kind of took over the whole thing. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. So now I think I'm going to do more stuff like this too. We're asking people questions and having people on panel, because it's always fun to see what people are all about and everything like that. So rather than dropping links, if they can come up here and promote themselves a little bit too, that works out well for me too.
Yeah, I just think that, like I said, if somebody likes a host and a channel that, you know, that the host has, it really shouldn't matter what you do. So, like, one day you want to do Kahoot, the next day you want to do the Elks Racing, and then the next day you just want to talk about a particular topic. You know, I feel like they're there for you, and they enjoy the crowd of people that you get. Same with TR. You know, people come in and they enjoy TR, whether he plays music, whether he plays the guitar, whether he talks about a certain topic in particular. It just seems, you know, like I said, it's nice to have a variety. Channel doesn't have to be one specific thing.
Yeah. And that's what mine was for all that time. It was like autopilot, you know, just come on, fired it up, do the meetings and the greetings, and then let's go.
Yeah, but that's how they also knew TR, you know, for the most part. Like, oh, the TR show, I could go there to grow, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes it a little bit harder to transition into something else in your mind. But, you know, I still feel pretty firm on the fact, like I said, you have certain people that just love you. So it doesn't matter what you do. Even if you just sit there and stare at us, we'll laugh, you know, like it won't matter. So
A half hour just.
like I said, you have just some people who love and appreciate you for you. So they're just going to come by because they want to spend some time with you. And same with TR, and same with a decent amount of the people out there. You know, that's why you go to their channel, just because you enjoy the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and well, what's Tommy going to talk about today? I'm going to go in anyway because I love Tommy. So like I like to hear you laugh. I like, you know, just some of the recognitions that you do. I don't really need my own recognition. I just like to, you know, come in and see what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter. And that's the same for TR, you know, and, you know, YouTube, just like I said, tried to kind of put a wedge in between certain, you know, like they made it hard for people. So I hope in 2021 that you come back stronger, he comes back stronger, because the people really do miss you guys.
Yeah, I think that's part of, at least on my side, I feel like it's hard to think that way. Like, oh, people are missing me. I feel like cocky, you know? Like, I just feel like people have had enough of me.
No, like I said, they'll never have enough of someone like you or TR. They truly, they miss you. So I hope in 2021 to see a lot more of both of you.
Absolutely. Well, that's my goal too, is to get just fire up the stream. You know, when the very first time I went live, I didn't have any background. I had no mic, I had no speakers, no nothing, no sound effects. I just had my computer and had no idea what I was doing. But I said, well, if I want to get watch time, I'm going to need to do live streams. And I said, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I said, well, first, why don't you just go live? And so I just went live, and there was nobody that came in. Nobody. I was talking to people that might tune in later for the first 20 minutes of the stream. You know, because I would see people like go live. I would go into their live streams, and there was like one or two people in there, and they would just be sitting there waiting for somebody to come in before they did anything. And I thought, I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to just talk about whatever comes up in my head until somebody comes in. And then one person that I work with came in for about 3 minutes and then left. And I talked for about another 10 minutes, and then I said, okay, well, that was a good first live stream. And so it can't get any worse than that in my head. So I think I'm going to be getting more into it, and whatever this evolves into is what it'll evolve into. And so I think that there's good things ahead for all three of us here on the panel right now. as far as the YouTube future is concerned. And so I want to thank you guys for stopping up here. It was awesome talking to you guys and having you up here in the mix. I think this is the first time you both have been up here, and I just hope you guys have a wonderful, happy New Year. I'm sure I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll do some fun trivia then, and you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Happy Sunday, Susie Unstoppable.
All right, look at that. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. Get the music going back. TR and SF Rose. What an amazing treat that was. Holy cow. Two of my favorites on all of YouTube. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys all for sticking around. Look at that. We still have 17 people here in the mix. I want to thank also once again Madonna for the awesome $20 super chat donation. Thank you so much for that. Let's see what I've all caught up on here. Oh, Ace, you're just meeting Thrifty Angela. Oh my goodness gracious. You two are going to make very good lifelong friends, I feel. Awesome. Awesome. And Thrifty Angela coming in. Thank you so much for being here, Thrifty Angela. You are in the mix. I appreciate you being here. We are talking about 2021 predictions. What's going to happen in 2021? So far, we have Forever Best Friend is saying invest in green technology. She believes Amazon is going to get heavily into healthcare. The Aloha Conch says Apple will go bankrupt. TR believes that next year will be 2021. We'll see. I don't know about that. It's going up out on a ledge. But he also says Apple will take a step forward rather than a step back. I kind of agree with that one. It's $1 trillion company right there. To go bankrupt in a year, you would have to try hard to make Apple go bankrupt in a year. That would be tough. They've got so many irons in the fire and so many hedges against their bets. That would be really, really tough. I'm going to drop this invitation in the stream here one more time. Anybody else Susie Unstoppable is here. Susie Unstoppable, you are in the mix. Thank you so much for coming in. And Joy is in the mix as well. Thank you so much for coming in. You are in the mix. Oh, wowzers. So those are our 2021 predictions. And so I'm going to drop this in here again. If you have a prediction for 2021, if you think you know something that's going to happen, it can be about anything. It can be about sports. It can be about technology, science, investing. It can be about just your own YouTube channel, somebody else's YouTube channel, music, a breakout celebrity, maybe somebody we don't know now is going to be famous in the next year, upcoming natural disaster. What's going to happen? Susie Unstoppable, you're not late. If you make it into the stream at all, you're not late. You're here. And so you are duly accounted for. Thank you so much for coming in. And if you don't have the technology available to come up on StreamYard, that's okay. Just go ahead and put your prediction like the Aloha Conch did. You can just write your prediction in the stream. I'm going to write all of these down. And then next year at this time, we're going to go through and we are going to see who was right if we get enough of them together. It'd be interesting to look back and say, oh my goodness. There used to be a show that I would listen to that would do this. I don't know if anybody out here knows who Art Bell is. But Art Bell, he's one of those AM radio station guys that's on all night long. And he would have all sorts of people on his show. It was all dealing with the paranormal and conspiracy stuff and things like that. And he would have predictions every year around this time. He would have people call in and they would say all sorts of crazy stuff like, I see in June of next year, San Francisco is going to have a big earthquake. Or if not San Francisco, somewhere in California. Okay. I also see that there's going to be fires. Sometime in the summer out west, I see fires. Also out east, down in the Florida, down in the Florida area, out in the Gulf, I see hurricanes. Hurricanes will happen next year. There'll be names for them and everything. Those are the kind of psychics I could do without. Really, you think there's going to be hurricanes near Florida and in the Gulf? Next year, you say, That's crazy stuff. Let's see what we have. Ace, well, I'm praying for love, peace, and happiness. So am I. That is a prediction that I hope comes true. Ace, love, peace, and happiness. So, the opposite of this year then, huh? I'm just kidding. Even though this year has been very strange, lots of things have been canceled, nothing has gone the way it used to really this year. There has been a lot of human kindness, lots of love that has gone around and made the rounds. Even though families haven't been able to be together, there's been a lot more action on Zoom meetings and getting together that way virtually. People have been doing random acts of kindness for others. And I think that's important. With everything going on right now, people are combating some of the negativity of things like COVID and the election and some of the negativity that is going around these days. There are people out there that are trying to do some positive things. Helping people out. And we lights have to shine so brightly right now. Blessings to you and all. That's right. There's a lot of darkness out there, and that means the lights have to shine even brighter. And so you have to make sure that you are one of the lights and that you're out there shining. By helping people where you can. It doesn't always need to be some big financial thing either. But just doing something, just calling somebody that you haven't talked to in a while and saying, hey, how's it going? I care about you. You know, maybe going out of your way to help somebody when normally you'd say like, I don't feel like doing that, but somebody needs your help with something. So you just say, you know what? Normally I'd probably make an excuse to not do that. Go help this person move or drive them to the airport or whatever it might be. They need help painting their bathroom. I don't know what people have going on. But there's all sorts of reasons where you'd say, "Ugh, I don't want to do that." But this year, do that. Do those types of things. I want to thank my super chatters of the evening. I appreciate everybody for stopping by here tonight. But thank you to the TR Show. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. SF Rose, thank you so much for the super chat donation. Madonna Friedman, thank you so much for the super chat donation. And then Mr. Fulton Moraz, thank you so much for becoming the newest member of the mix. And Expedition Greg, thank you so much for being another newest member of the mix as well. I appreciate you so much, all of you, from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank SF Rose also for the awesome raid here for tonight. I appreciate you as well. Madonna, I agree. This has brought out a lot of kindness in people to help others, family and strangers, even though people can't be together. Yes, and that is one positive thing about this year that I hope just kind of carries into next year, even as things start to slowly come back to some sense of normalcy. Although I don't know if we're going to have how much by like next year at this time, how close it will be to what happened pre-pandemic era. I think there'll still be mask wearing. I think there'll still be some social distancing and things like that going on, even next year at this time. But it'll be nice to see restaurants get back, movie theaters get back. Movie theaters are one of my fun activities that I like to do. I haven't seen a movie. Come to think of it, I don't know if I've been to a movie in 2020 because I've been pretty busy with some adventures and things like that with Tommy Travels at the beginning of 2020. And then when I wanted to go to a movie, the movie theaters were closed. I was like, oh, darn. And then they were open up for a short time. They were opened, and I didn't get a chance to go. And then by the time I had a chance to like today, I'm going to a movie because I had heard they were open. And I look online for my movie theater and everything because I just wanted to go see a movie and relax and have some movie theater popcorn, which you can't have movie theater popcorn anywhere else but at the movie theater. You can't get it. And so I looked it up, closed. I was like, come on. But that's okay. And so we have been running this stream for almost an hour and a half now. And so I think we have turned this into a successful stream tonight. And look who we have here. Just as I say that, every time I start to say things like where it looks like I'm going to start wrapping things up, somebody comes in. James Cantonese. James Cantonese. I hope to get better in 2021 so I can meet my Tommy Travels this summer. That would be awesome. I know that Papa Mozo wants to plan some type of a meetup. I know he's going through some stuff these days. And then I don't know what things are going to be like in I think he wants to meet up in July, like in the Wisconsin Dells or something like that. Who knows? It's tough to predict the future, which is what this stream is all about, predicting the future. But yes, that would be great to meet you. So far, I've only met 3 people on YouTube from my YouTube family. And that is Nomadic Hippie, Vanderella, and Johnny's Journey. There's so many more of you that I would love to meet, like TR and SF Rose, who were just up on screen. That was awesome to have them up. It was great. Beyond Beauty 3 came in here. She's somebody else that I want to meet. There's so many people out there that I want to meet. Great to have everybody here in the mix here tonight. This has been an awesome, awesome stream. James, I love to go to the Dells. I've been by it Oh, you've been by it, but never stay there. I see. I don't ever stay there either. I've never once stayed one night in Wisconsin Dells. And that's because I only live 3 hours and 15 minutes away from Wisconsin Dells. And I just get up early in the morning. I go down there. I do 1 or 2 adventures, get them in the camera, and then drive home. So it's about 6.5 hours of driving, maybe a little bit more. Couple hours, 2 or 3 hours worth of an adventure. It gets to be a long day, but it really is fun. I really love that area. I don't go down there a lot during the winter because it's not as much stuff to see down there during the winter, but there's a couple adventures that I do want to do still down there. Hopefully they'll be opened in the springtime. There's like a lumberjack show that I want to see. There's the Paul Bunyan restaurant that I've done a adventure from there. There's a Paul Bunyan and Blue Ox buffet style breakfast out there, like the old lumberjack style. But also attached to that, they have a lumberjack show with the guys that climb up on the logs and saw down the trees, and they do all the log rolling contests and all that kind of stuff. Awesome. But it was closed this year. It wasn't even open at all this year, so I didn't get a chance to do that. Ace, love to all blessings 2021. Absolutely. Oh, used to live in Blackwater Falls. Okay. Thank you, Tom. It was fun. Blessings for the new year. Yes, Madonna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat donation. All right, so we are right at the 1.5 hour mark. I think it is time to go ahead and wrap this up with the last song of the night. So we're going to mix out of this here and go into what the traditional last song of the night is. Right here, it is The Entertainer. It's always the same. Thank you all so much for coming in. Much love to everybody. This has been such a great night. James Cantonese, have a nice night to you as well. Madonna, thank you so much for coming in. Ace, thank you so much. Many blessings to you for the new year. Expedition Greg and Mr. Fulton Mraz, thank you guys for becoming new members. The TR Show, SF Rose, and Madonna Friedman, thank you so much for the super chat donations. Thanks to everybody who came up and made predictions tonight. That was really fun. We'll see if they come true next year. Susie Unstoppable, thank you so much for being here. Glad to have you here. Joy, much love to you. Thrifty Angela, much love to you as well. Declan fans came back in the mix. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Neon Vacation was here. I didn't get the chance to see you. How are you? Speaking of green, I think this will be the year of legalization of marijuana in Minnesota. It could be, actually. I'm going to write that down. Neon Vacation. I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm going to write it down. Neon Vacation. Minnesota. Minnesota legalizes marijuana. There we go. It is officially in the books. Thank you, Neon Vacation. Aloha Kong 2020 V2 will happen. I don't know what V2 is, but I'll put that down as well. There's some of these that I missed. I'm going to extend this out here a little bit. Aloha Conch. Okay, who else do we have? Phyllis Brown, Indestructible. I'm just going back and I'm finding some predictions that I missed that came in a little bit earlier. Phyllis Brown, Indestructible. I see people in prison and more jobs. Oh, less people in prison and more jobs. I hope that's true. Less people in prison and more jobs. That is what we need in this society. That is for sure. And I think I'm caught up with all of the predictions. Tony Damien, thank you so much for being here. This has been an absolutely fun time. Vermont Paint, thank you so much for coming in. Jerry's Passions was here. Sinton Mo, we're here. Killer Whale Channels. Beyond Beauty 3 was here. Thank you so much. Our Mix was here. Declan Fans. Declan Fans 2020, we're the first ones in the mix. So thank you so much for being here. Mods and Mona, they were here as well. Thank you so much for being here in the mix tonight. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We're getting down to the very end of the song. We're almost at the end of the mix here. James Catanese saying, Happy New Year's, everyone. That's right. Happy New Year. That is the end of the song, which means that is also the end of the mix. Thank you once again, SF Rose, for the raid. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming in. This has been an awesome stream today. We got a lot of cool predictions. We'll have to see how they turn out for next year. And thank you guys all so much for the awesome support that you have given me so far. I love each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side. That's not the one I wanted. Until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side.